Hey everybody, welcome back to A Stable Life. So this is going to be part 2 of a continuation of going on of New Horse and No Room, starting right now.
Okay, now we're moving on to the fly masks, the fly sprays, and the sunscreens. My bad on the last one. That's where we're going now.
Last video, I introduced you guys to Suede, Champ, and Weather. Time around, let's introduce you guys to Declan. So Declan is going to be getting fly spray. If I can get past you. Shake it up. We're all good. And then we're primarily going to be going for the legs. So we're going to be spraying the legs, the body, and the boot. Because that's the areas where the flies like to bother, and that's the areas where the ticks like to hop on. Declan's a beautifully nice horse. He doesn't pin his ears at me or anything like that. He doesn't get upset. There we go. Good boy, Declan. You ready to go out? You ready to go out? Excuse me, excuse me. There you go, buddy. Just like how they go in, we have the barn set up so that there's only one way out, and they go right out the stable, right into the pasture they're supposed to go to. Next on the list is going to be Gavin. Hey, Gavin. Gavin is actually a retired racehorse. He is a thoroughbred. And today, he is going to be getting fly spray and sunblock. Again, we're going to shake it up real good. Make sure that the valve is on. There we go. And then we're going to spray away. Again, we're going to be spraying primarily the legs, the body, and the boot. Because that's where the flies and the ticks like to be. Excuse me, buddy. I got to get in on here. Excuse me, buddy. Here we are. There we go. Okay. Sunblock time. This is really challenging to do with one hand, so I'm going to do it properly so that Gavin doesn't get upset at me. Then I'll show you the results afterwards. I'm sorry. You see, the nose is a very sensitive part on horses, and sometimes when you touch their nose, they get really upset. So it's really important to have two hands so that you can be very gentle and you can kind of let them know you're not going to hurt them. You can see, hey buddy, you can see your nose. See this little pink part here? You're not seeing all of it on camera, but I got the entire pink part of his nose all covered in sunblock, so he's okay and he's protected, so he won't get any sunburn. Bud, you're good to go. All right, Danny, you're next. Hey, everybody, meet Danny. He just gets fly spray. He's also a very curious horse. Whenever you're out in the pasture, he's one of the first ones to walk up to you. Because he's like, hey, what are you doing? Right? What are you doing? What's this over here? Huh? What's this over here? Yeah. Fly spray. Shaky, shaky. Valves on. Spray away. Legs, boot, body. Repeat. All right, good boy, Danny. Good boy. Hold on, hold on, hold on. I gotta get my camera flipped around. You know what I mean? He knows what I mean. Okay, there you go. Go ahead, buddy. You ready, Jack? See, I told you, Curious George. He's gonna look in every single stall on his way down. That's why we have all the doors closed. So he's just going to peer around until he goes out. In the meantime, let's get Jack handled. Now, it looks like you just get fly spray and a fly mask. Now, Jack here actually has a pretty spiffy fly mask. You see, he's got a gold fly mask. How exciting is that, huh? It's exciting, isn't it? All right, now I'm going to put this on you with one hand, or attempt to. We're going to see how this goes. You're going to be super nice, and you're not going to cause any problems, right? Yeah, they totally love it when... Oh, that went on nicely. Now for the trivial part. Let's get the Velcro strap. Gotta get it tight so that you don't knock it off while you're out there playing. There we go. That actually went pretty smoothly, don't you think? I think so too. Flash spray time? Shaky, shaky. Valves on. Legs. Body. Boot. Repeat. Bro. You ready to go out? Leia and Jack actually have a very interesting relationship. Leia likes to wait right here, and Jack doesn't like that. So I'm going to walk this way towards Leia,
and then Jack's gonna go behind me and out. Ruins Leia's fun, but it gives Jack the confidence to be able to leave his stall. He's a very courageous horse. So there you guys go. That's just a few of the horses. I'm going to be introducing them to you slowly throughout the videos. So that's who you guys get to meet today. I'm going to go ahead and handle the rest of these horses, and I'll see you guys once they're all out where they need to be. Okay, there you have it. That's all of our horses all put out in their pastures. We only have one horse to take care of, and that's Casino. This is our lower riding ring, which is what Casino is currently using as his pasture for the day. We're going to be opening up Obi's stall again and putting hay in there. They're not calling for any rain, but if he wants to get in out of the sun in the shade, it is 57 degrees, so it is not warm at all, but it's up to him. He does have water, but we also give them water because sometimes they come from areas where they weren't trained how to drink out of a water bowl, an automatic water bowl. So we're going to put a water bucket next to the water bowl. That way he can drink up water, and he knows that, hey, this is where I go to get water, which eventually trains him to go up to the water bowl, drink away, and then we don't have to worry about bucketing water to them. So I'm going to get Casino some water and some hay. Then it's time to do some tractor work. We've got our upper riding ring needs drug. It's Saturday. A lot of our boarders like to come down today and do some riding. Sometimes they'll work on their horses and do some exercise or some training. Sometimes they come down and prepare for their events. We have a few jumpers here that go out to events, as well as some Gymkhana riders. So we've got all kinds of things that happen in that upper riding ring. So I'm gonna get the footing prepared up there so it's ready for the day. I also got a neat little tip for you. If you are working on trying to get horses put where you live, or maybe you're having a problem with your horse not wanting to drink, or maybe you're just wondering how we go about training them, the trick is you take their water and you put it where they can get water. For instance, our automatic watering bowl is right here, and that is where they get water. So I'm gonna put the water bucket right here. Now he doesn't know that. Right now he's been getting water where he gets food, in the stall. So when I lead him in here, I'm gonna lead him over here to this water bucket and let him smell it. Let him stick his nose in it if he wants to. You never can force a horse to drink. They will not. You just can't do it. But you can at least show them, hey, water is here, and they'll remember that. So he'll wander around, he'll go back and eat his hay, but when he starts to get thirsty, he'll remember that feeling on his lips, that smell of water, and he'll go over to where he last smelled it, and then he'll be able to drink. Works every time. Hey bro, you ready to get turned out? Yeah, hey. Let's grab a lead rope here. Looks like we've got one all nice and put away here. Yeah. Hook it on. Okay. Let's lead you out. So how are you doing today? It's good. It's good. All right, so we're just about entering our lower ring here, and I'm gonna walk him right over to where the water is. That way he can smell it. He's already a little confused. He's like, hey, why are we walking over here? I know my food's over there. So we're just gonna get him to smell the water. There we go. So he smelled both the water from the water. Yeah, and he's not thirsty. So he smelled it, he's good. So now we'll just unhook this. And he's good to go. We'll let him do his thing. He's probably gonna just follow me right now because he thinks that following me leads to food. That's why I'm walking towards food. You're a little trickster. He's walking towards the door. Come on, pup. Yep, I left this door completely open so he could have walked out. But he's a good boy. He saw food and thought, that's what I want. Yeah, thanks, Casino. Appreciate it. Totally could have made my day a little bit harder there, but you didn't. Appreciate it. Let's go get the tractor fired up, and then it's time to drag the ring. So this is our upper exercise ring. This is the ring that mostly everybody uses. It's our primary ring, and over there is our parking lot. So I'm gonna drag this so that it's all good. You can see that our one tree is dropping acorns all over the place. Got a little chipmunk that's taking them. I appreciate your work, good sir. You can grab all the acorns you want. we just finished. As you can see, it looks loads better. So now this is completely free for the boarders to come in, and they can set up their jumps if they want, barrels for cloverleaf barrels, whatever they want. It's all set up for them. So we'll just close up this gate. Then we're gonna go ahead and get the tractor set up for getting ready to put in that new fence. Okay, so we have this all greased up. We got the shaft greased. We have the yokes greased, and we put a new bolt in here because the old nut was completely stripped off and the old bolt was completely stripped off. So this is all ready to go. We're just gonna quickly go grab some lunch, and then we're gonna get started working on that fence. Okay. Plug your tire. Now you gotta put some glue on that. Yeah, a little bit of goop. So we were just getting ready to head out, and we have our current horse trailer completely loaded with fencing supplies. We were gonna take it out into the pasture. That way we can take the wood and all the supplies right off and build the fence right there. We don't have to go far to get all the supplies. And the back tire was running low. And go figure, on their way down from the hardware store, they got a screw that went right into the tire. So we got the forklift, got the trailer picked up, and we're working on getting the tire patched right now. Once that's patched, we'll have the tire put back on, and then we can go get started fixing fence. So we got the tire back on, fully patched, and we're putting it back on. No air's coming out. We think she's good. What's this pressure supposed to be in this? 34. Awesome. Perfect. All right, he's good to go. I'm gonna go get the gate open for him to head on down, and we're getting this thing cooking. Okay, so we are in the section that's going to be the new lower paddock. We're taking currently out of the middle pasture, like I said this morning. I actually don't know the dimensions yet. I'm waiting for the boss lady to get down here and tell me where she wants it. Oh, was a little concerned there because you weren't stopping when you hit the brakes. Oh, goodness. I mean, what can go wrong when you have a truck fully loaded in a pasture that just got rained on a day ago? What do you think can go wrong? Nothing. Nothing at all. That's what. So like I was saying, we're gonna go off of this existing fence, and then we're gonna come straight up as a line, going right up to the top, and then it's gonna come over and be parallel to this current lower paddock that we have here. So when you're building a fence, you need some materials. First things first, you need wood. Second things second, you need concrete. Third things third, you need fence. Fourth things fourth, you need a dog. And if you don't got any of those things, you can't make a fence. That's just how that works.
And you need people who are willing to do the work. Willing or stupid, I'm not sure which.
We have some visitors already coming to check out what's going on. Okay, so we've got some boards set in place. We're actually going to be putting a gate down here so we can access this pasture by way of tractor. So we're going to put a 10-foot gate in right here. It's going to hook onto that post. We're putting a 6x6 right around where I'm standing. It's going to be 10 feet off that board. It's going to go directly up this line. We're actually preparing some string right now. String's pretty nifty because you tie it on where you want to start, and then you go straight out, and that whole area will tell you based on the string whether you're straight or not. So we'll take that, go right up to our corner, and take another string, and match that up, and then we have two straight lines to where we need to be. And then all we do is follow that string on the way up, and you got a perfectly straight row of fence. At least that's the goal. How's tying going?
It's going. Working on it.
Naval professionals. Wait, this isn't water.
Okay, so we have our string put in, we've got our corner put on, and we have our string coming right up, so we know exactly where we're putting our lines. So the fence is going to come straight up this way to this corner post, and then it's going to run directly at an angle up to the top, and then we're going to put in a post right here and mount a gate, so that way we have access to this pasture from the top ring here. We can open that up. I'm doing my best to record this, but this is a 3-man job. So we got the corner post in, we've got the Quikrete in, we're making sure it's level and set so that it's all completely square, and then we're gonna pound the dirt in, get it all patted down, and then we're good to go straight up the line. Ready? Yep.
So a little bit of background for you. FYI, we just got our second post in. My mom was born and raised on this area back when it used to be a cattle farm. And one of her biggest pet peeves was crooked fence rows. She hated looking down a fence row and seeing all the fence posts wibble and wobbling down the line. She likes it straight as an arrow. So that means that every post that we put in the ground needs to be completely flush, completely level, and completely straight with the string. Otherwise, she'll make us rip it all out and put a whole new fence back in, won't she? Yeah. All right, so we've got our second post in and our board along the top. Now we're just gonna hammer it on out. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. All right, I just put the last screws in our final corner post. This is the post where we're gonna have the gate mounted, and then the gate's gonna go right in here, and then that will be the pathway that comes into the pasture. We have the entire pasture with the wood up. We have all the poles in the ground, and we have all the boards up. So next, we're gonna grab some no-climb fencing that is suitable for horses. So it's very small openings in there, and it prevents the horses' hooves, if they were to paw at the fence, their hooves wouldn't get caught. So we don't want that to happen at all. Yeah, looks good. Got all our poles up. And then once the no-climb fence is on the bottom, there's gonna be an electrical wire that will run across the top, which should keep them from resting their heads on it or from fighting over the fence. So right now what we're working on is we're putting on some no-climb fencing. So we're gonna lay it all out, and we're gonna grab the pry bar. We're gonna pull it flush up against the fence and then pull it tight. And then we're gonna use a hammer and some staples and nail it fast to the fence.
Like Ralph's little pig. Probably weighs more than her.
There you go. Okay guys, we have the no-climb fence all put up, which is pretty exciting. All that's left to do now is put the insulators on the top, run the electric wire across the top.
I don't use that.
All right, so we're mounting this gate right up on our post here, and we are working on tensioning the wire that we just put on. We got all of the insulators put on the fence posts, and we got high tensile wire running down the line from the back corner post all the way around to over here. We're tensioning the wire and putting in the hinges for our gate to go on. And then that about wraps it up. So guys, I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you enjoyed watching everything here. So thanks again for watching, guys. We'll see you later.
See you later. Until next time.